So guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry for not uploading in like 3 weeks. I've been quite busy with school and stuff. But anyway, today I'll be sharing with you my top 7 lessons that I learned from watching Suits. Now you may be wondering, why did I watch Suits? Why did I start watching it? I'll be discussing everything in this video, so stay tuned. So to start it off, how did I come across Suits? Well, actually, I used to be on YouTube quite a lot, and I would see those clips of Harvey or Mike confronting someone, whether it's a client, an opposition, or anybody, and they seem to really have good body language and good confidence, and this kind of sparked an interest in me. And apart from that, if you are on Instagram quite often, you have probably seen Harvey in one of those pictures where there is a quote, because there are plenty of those. I'm not sure if you get what I mean, but I'm sure like some of you will understand what I'm speaking of. So this and everything combined along with YouTube, of course, sparked an interest in me to really see what is this show all about. So I started watching a little bit of clips on YouTube and some other guys trying to also make videos about Harvey Specter and about Mike Ross and how they communicate, how they engage, and how they dress, because this all speaks a language, and this language could be called the language of success. So for this video, I'll be speaking of 7 lessons that I learned from watching Suits. Now for me, I watched the whole 8 series, like the whole 8 seasons, in the last few weeks. Actually, it's not like the last few weeks. I've been watching Suits since December, so that's like 2-3 months now approximately. And to be honest, I really did enjoy the show, and it was a top like level show. I don't watch a lot of shows, a lot of series, or even a lot of movies unless I really see a good kind of potential in them and like something to learn from and something to be entertained of. And in the case of Suits, it is a really good show in my personal opinion. So for lesson number 1, it is to, whether you like it or not, people will judge you by the way you dress. This is super important because sometimes there's a lot of quotes flying around, such as never judge a book by its title, never judge a movie by its cover or the trailer, and things of those nature. But to be honest, whether you like it or not, people will judge you by the way you dress. Now this is something super important because it is super important to always dress sharp and wear fitted clothes and clothes that are kind of tight but not too tight on you. This will speak volumes, and this will say that you're a person to be reckoned with and someone of big authority. Lesson number 2 is all about the way you walk and the way you stand, because this is also important. Body language is crucially important and something that not a lot of people pay much attention to when it comes to improving themselves. You can definitely tell a person who is confident from a person who is not confident all by the way that they stand and the way they sit and the way they walk. So what you need to do is that, according to what Harvey does, is that he usually walks with a really straight up back, his head held up high, and tries to speak in a really powerful, deep voice kind of manner. So apart from that, the way you need to walk is that you should try to always walk and stay focused on your goal and on your place that you walk into, rather than be distracted by everything that was going around you, because you should let those distractions be for the rest of the 95% of the population, not for you, if you want to be like one of those big achievers. Number 3 is to be sarcastic and have a sense of humor. Now, being funny and making other people laugh, smile, can go a long way. And in the case of Harvey Specter, he tends to make a lot of jokes, a lot of good comebacks, and this is something that can come in handy if you are trying to negotiate, communicate, or meet someone new. This will inevitably leave a good first impression on the other person. Lesson number 4 is to have a tough mentality. Now there's a quote that goes like, when there's a gun pointed to your head, there are 146 other things that you can do rather than just accept it. And if your back is against the wall, try to break that damn wall and to never surrender. And this tough mentality that I'm speaking of is that usually if you watch the show, you can see that Harvey and his associates and his other partners tend to stay up almost like pretty late. So when it comes to whatever that you're doing, whether it's being a student or having a job, it is super important that you try to stay up kind of late and try to prepare for the battle that is the next day. Number 5 is to be confident and to back it up. Now, it is not cocky if it's true. This is what Harvey Specter says. And if it's not, and it's not bragging if it's quite true. This is another thing that he also says. But it's super important that you always back yourself up with good examples, with good kind of stories that you can tell whenever you're feeling kind of confident or want to appear really confident. Number 6 is that you should try to avoid worrying about your big mistakes and whatever disasters that you did. Because your biggest mistake tends to be like Hailey's Comet. It only happens once in your lifetime. So don't dwell on it too much. Don't spend too much energy on it, and try to just learn everything you can from it and move past it. Number 7, the last one, is to always help others, and in return other people will help you. Now this is probably my favorite because in the show you can see that Harvey tends to help people, let's say in season 1, and then in season 6 or season 5 those same people, they come back and help you once again. And always doing some favors for others will always result in them having them do some favors for you in the future. And it is always to expand your network, to always have more friends, and try to get just as much as possible from your friends, from your network, from your family. And if you help them, in return they'll obviously help you back. So if you see next time someone having kind of a problem or a challenge that they're facing, what you can do is that you're gonna dedicate your help to them 100% and inform them of that. So what you can do is that you can tell them, I'll help you, but in the future you're gonna owe me. And you're gonna be surprised by how much people are willing to actually make a deal with you and help you in the future. So these are my 7 lessons that I learned from watching Harvey Specter and Suits. And to be honest, they can all be summed up by having good confidence as well as helping people, which is the last one that I talked about. I hope this was helpful. Tell me in the comment section down below which ones do you, which skills, which kind of actions did you learn from Harvey Specter, and ones that helped you the most if you did watch Suits. And if not, tell me in the comment section below whether you'd be interested in watching Suits or not. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And to top it all off, I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes from Harvey Specter.